Listen, business is all about numbers. The numbers change how you view business, and the only thing you should be working on is actually increasing numbers. And I'm going to explain why, how to increase these numbers, how to know what to work on, and actually increase your work rate, output, and shit. So let's get into it. I'm Nigel, by the way. I have this weird accent. It's because I'm from Holland. I run a cold email marketing agency. I currently have 2 clients. Not much, but at least I got something. So, I don't know why it's in this. First off, I run a cold email agency, so I'm going to use the example of a cold email agency. The only thing I should be focusing on is increasing these numbers, because these determine my actual performance at the end of the month. So the volume, the reply rate, the positive reply rate, the appointment booking rate, the show up rate, and the sales close rate. If I am not doing something that influences these numbers, I shouldn't do it. So for example, reworking my website probably won't increase these numbers, but if it's truly dog shit website, it might, because I could add case studies and stuff, and in that case my appointment booking rate will probably go up because I'll build more conviction. So how these KPIs look for me: I run currently for myself 2,000 emails a day with a 2-step sequence. I have a reply rate of 2%, 0.6% positive reply rate, a 0.1% appointment booking rate, 70% show rate, and 25% sales close rate. If you know these numbers, you can actually exactly know at the end of the month how much money you're going to make, how much clients you're going to have, what you're exactly going to get. Of course, not every day is going to have these exact numbers, but on average, you're going to have these exact numbers. So for each day, that means 20 replies, 6 positive, 1 booking, 70% of these people show up, and around 0.2% or 0.2 people close every day. So per month, presuming you only send Monday through Friday, that means 22 days a month, I'm going to have these numbers. I'm going to have 440 replies, 132 positive replies, 22 bookings, 15 that actually show up, and of those 15 I'll close approximately 4 people. This way I know exactly what I'm going to actually generate next month, and everything I do should be focused on increasing these numbers or fulfilling for my clients. Nothing else. Not reworking my website, not trying a new email copy that is so different from the rest that it doesn't even matter anymore. The only thing I should be doing is tweaks to fix these numbers or to increase these numbers, nothing else. If I increase my appointment booking rate by 0.1%, so in total 0.2%, I'll get 8 clients a month. If I increase my sales close rate from 25 to 45, I'll close 8 a month. These numbers are so powerful, especially when they compound, because if you're going to have, for example, a 20% reply rate, this is just an example, and a 20% booking rate of those replies, so this means that for 1,000 leads, I'll get a 20, I can't do maths anymore, I'll get 200 replies, and from those 20% book, that's 40 bookings. If I increase these numbers by 10%, so this will go to 30%, and I'll insert 1,000 leads, and this goes to 30%. I'll have 333 replies, and I'll get around 100 bookings. This is a 50% increase in both, but it'll lead, this is 1,000, but it isn't supposed to be 100, but it'll lead to almost 2x increase because it's compounding, because the one feeds the other. That's the same for here. So how to improve these numbers really quickly? You're going to use an XY diagram. This is straight off of Lean Six Sigma, or I don't know, Lean or whatever. It's basically a, if I can actually delete it, it's basically on the x-axis you're going to have your output variables. That's, in this case, it's the volume, reply rate, positive reply rate, because that's the output. And you're going to have the inputs next to it, which you think the variables that will influence this the most. So for example, reply rate, subject line will influence it. First line, offer, risk, CTA, deliverability. For the show rate, the biggest mover is a reminder sequence. For the sales close rate, it's the biggest mover is the offer. For the appointment booking rate, it's positive reply email copy, the Loom stuff. the available times I have on my calendar and how fast I get to the lead. So if one of these numbers is off, I should look to fix one of these things. So when you're doing this, the only thing you need to worry about is your North Star. This is the metric that matters the most. In this case, it's appointment booking rate. If appointment booking rate for me is 0.1%, I won't touch anything at all. Why? Because the rest above it doesn't matter. Like the positive reply rate doesn't matter if no one books. The reply rate doesn't matter if no one books. So for example, if I have a 0.2% positive reply rate instead of 0.6, and I have a 0.1% appointment booking rate, I won't touch the email system. But if my show rate is 70 or 50%, and it can be 70, I can mess with that because it's downstream of appointment booking rate. What I mean with that is that this is a mountain, this is a start, this is the end, this is volume, reply rate, positive reply rate, appointment booking rate. Everything I change in reply rate will have influence on everything downstream. Everything I change in my positive reply rate will have influence on my appointment booking rate. But if I change my show up rate stuff, it won't have influence on my appointment booking rate because the appointment booking rate is upstream. Someone getting to an appointment booked won't see the change I made to the show up rate, or in this case, the reminder sequence. You can only change downstream stuff without changing upstream stuff. So if you want to test if something increases your stuff or not, for example, you test subject line A, subject line B, these are the stats you get. You should run subject line A, even though subject line B has the better reply rate and positive reply rate, because all that matters is appointment booking rate. Make sure your how do you call it? Like the number of emails you send is really big, because it could also be luck that you book a meeting on the 10th email, giving you a 10% appointment booking rate. So you need to make sure your number of emails you send is high enough to account for variation. Sample size is what I was looking for. I fucked this up too. So here's an example of how I fucked this up. I was working for an email client of mine. I had two angles I tested. They spotted two problems in your welcome sequence email and a direct offer. What did I do after seeing these numbers? These numbers are actually legit. This is what I actually got. Is a less than 1% for the direct offer with a 0.3% positive reply rate and a 0.05% booking rate. This means that for every 2,000 people I email, one books. Here I got 6% and 2.8% positive reply rate. But I got 0 bookings. I should have picked this one, but I picked this one because the metrics were almost 10 times better. I shouldn't have done that. Why? Because these people who get these email just want to see the two problems in my welcome sequence or in their welcome sequence, and then they're gone. They won't care about the meeting and they'll never book a call. So yeah, this is how to do it. Goodbye.